Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This article that I found here I think is one of the most important articles I found in a long time, and it's revealing the cracks and fights within the Ukrainian leadership. And there is the army, who doesn't have to become popular, and the handlers of the country, who it seems from this article, at least that's what I take out of it, are the ones that need to be popular and seen as the heroes of Ukraine, not the Ukrainian military. Because the Ukrainian military might do something. And it seems like that's a fight between the forces who support this campaign, outside forces. There are the weasels here, which are the current leaders of Ukraine. Some of them are on the payroll of these guys. And then you have the army, the real guys that actually can do things like destroy these guys. The problem is we have media around these guys here, which are the weasels. They portray them continuously as being this fantastic Ukraine, wanting this and wanting that, defending Ukraine and so on. It's not like that. And they are afraid of the military, because the military will sense that these weasels are on the payroll of those guys, and they're not doing possibly what is in the interest of Ukraine. I said this many times, and I think this article reveals that, or at least I interpret it as such, and you would be the witness, and you also can interpret it, obviously. All right, so this article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine from today, August 15, 2022. This is the headline: Ukrainian MP defends General Marchenko against, quote-unquote, jealous criticism from Defense Ministry. So what happened here? We have this MP who talks about a general who gave his opinion when he was asked something. And his opinions and whatever the general is saying become very popular. And some people in Zelensky's circle and the media around Zelensky, which I suspect they're not Ukrainians, are portraying, it's a popularity contest. It should be Zelensky, should be the other guy Reznikov, should be Zhmyhal, which is usually not there. These are the important guys, not the general. The general has to be there and take care of his place. So Koschenko, this is the MP, said the reason for the criticism was, and I'm quoting, not about what the military should not talk about, but about the fact that there is a popular general among the people. So the problem is not that the general said something, it's just that the general is popular among people, not the people, those guys are not very popular with the people, but the general. That means the general could say, get them. So, maybe not, I'm just interpreting, but watch what's next. I'm quoting, while reading Marchenko's interview, I didn't see anything so secret, or at least for official use, that could be taken about like that, the MP said. They're saying that this guy revealed something. They just found something. I told you it's a purge there. Marchenko is going to be gone if his people allow that. Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Maliar said on August 11 that law enforcement officers had launched a probe into a high-ranking Ukrainian military official who had disclosed in an interview information revealing the strategic plans of the armed forces of Ukraine. So this is what they say, but if you go deeper, probably just take care of him. So it says here that Ukrainian news site Babel, citing sources in the law enforcement agencies, reported that the case concerned a recent interview with General Marchenko, who had previously led the defense of the port city of Mykolaiv and returned to the region in July to improve the cooperation and the civil administration with the military and work with guerrillas. In a comment to a journalist, Taras Berezovets, in early August, Marchenko said that the active phase of Russia's full-scale war against Ukraine would end by the end of the year. That's what he said. Was he not supposed to say that? Speaking on Ukrainian national television on August 9, Marchenko said the Russian invaders had lost any chance of capturing Mykolaiv back in March 2022. And now we have the MP. Koschenko said Marchenko in his interviews has said the same thing that others had said before, but that there was a that they are quote-unquote media people in the president's office, and I'm quoting again, who understand what the popularity of a particular person means. So he said the Marchenko, this guy Kostenko, the MP, said that Marchenko in his interviews did not say anything fantastic like some other people said it before, but nothing changed, nothing was wrong. But he said, but there are media people in the president's office who understand that popularity of a particular person means, what the popularity of a particular person means, which is just general. So they know if that guy is popular, is gonna offset the popularity of this clown comic Zelensky, who's portrayed as the biggest leader since, I don't know, Jesus Christ or something, or Alexander the Great, even better than that guy. That's the media people around the Zelensky. I suspect that this MP is going to be charged with treason as Marchenko as well pretty soon. I'm going to keep an eye on these guys. And he said here, and every day they get a list of who is currently the most read and quoted in the media, a list to which Marchenko has been added. So you see this? So those media people from the presidential office, they know what popularity of a particular person means, and every day they get a list of who is currently the most read and quoted in the media, to which Marchenko has been added to the list. Why? They can't be more popular than the ones. It's propaganda. We push this guy because this guy is those people's guy. Now he said, and I'm quoting again, we're talking with him. He doesn't want it, in parentheses, popularity, because he's going to have too much popularity. You know where he's going to go. Koschenko said, and I'm quoting, he was asked something and he gave his point of view as a combat general. People see sincerity. When you don't make something up, but just tell from yourself as it is, tell how it was. So not, if you're true to yourself and you say how the truth is, oh no, we gotta create a narrative here. Koschenko said the general has shrugged off the criticism, and I'm quoting again, but he's okay about this. He said, the general, if you don't want me to talk, I won't talk. My job is to defend the country and I will defend it. So he's a patriot. Not good in the context here, not good. He said that's a normal approach of a normal general, Koschenko said. Wow. I have to keep this guy's name in mind. Marchenko, or whatever his name was. Marchenko. So you got that? If you are too popular, more popular than the superstar Zelensky, you get blacklisted. That's what it is. Because they're afraid that someone might do something. I said this many times before. What these guys are afraid, and how I see the war ending, is military people, generals realize, in my opinion, that this country is used by other interests and their nation is going to be wiped out. And this Zelensky, Zmihal, and Alexei, whatever his name is, the three guys over here, they don't really, you know what I mean? I can't say too much, but you know what I mean if you watch me for some time. So then the general will say, wait a second, let's stop it as it is here. We're not going to use as pawns. Talk with the Russians, get these guys out, get those guys off our back, the guys who are sponsoring these guys, Zelensky, Zmihal, and Alexei, I can't remember his name, the defense minister. My God, I can't remember his name is. Anyway, I suspect that's a Zelensky too, but even if he's not, he's still on the payroll of those guys. And this is what it is, because remember, who has the power? The military. The other guys can shit their pants, they can talk, they can take pictures, whatever they can do. If the military comes with the weapons, you are done, you're out. So that's why this general, Marchenko, becomes too popular with the people, and it seems like, this is a theory, it seems like the people actually start to see what I just said, and they might agree with the military. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe the population wants the military to take care of these guys and push them to the side and stop the whole hostility. Why do you think we have all these opinion polls where, oh, they support Zelensky 90%, blah, 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 blah. The media people around the presidential office. I think that's what it is. And I said this about, what, 4 months ago already. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this Marchenko to be charged with treason, like with the purge that I think it's occurring over there. That Kolechko, whatever his name is, the MP, the same way disappear as is a traitor of Russia, or a whatever they're gonna, whatever they want to say he is. You know, like Stalin and Kaganovich and Yogoda. Remember the purges of the non-Russians? Well, none of those three were Russians, by the way, that I mentioned. But you can check them out. So the same here. Yogoda and Kaganovich, Zelensky and Zhmihal. Interesting. Not. Maybe that's why the Great Britain did not declare war and the United States on Soviet Union. No? Well, we got to read some books regarding that, but we can't mention them here because, you know, they say, oh my God, that's awful. That doesn't say the party line here. So, this is it, and I will keep an eye on that general when he's going to be charged with treason and demoted and sent to the Gulag, and we're never going to hear about him again. And this MP, again, charged with treason, both of them. So, yeah, it's an enterprise over there, sponsored by... Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.